There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is I.A.N. This is Crime Watch, and we're back. Top of the evening to you. Top of the evening to you. All those of you who are locked on the line, especially good evening to you. All those of you who are looking at me all over the world, on YouTube, on Facebook. By the time my engineers getting all these things ready, little technical glitch, but that is okay. Show running. The show is running. Remember, you know, ladies and gentlemen, if I don't come out and tell you, if I don't come out, and somebody said they love my shirt, yeah, it's a Robert Graham. I want to thank this girl said it for me, Diane and Joe, yeah. Diane and Joe, thank you. Yeah, they got me this nice shirt. There's somebody else who got me a shirt. Oh my God, I saw the paper here. Yeah. I think we have a technical glitch. We're going to take a fast break. Let me just take a fast break. Call synergy.
Idris Marketing Limited, the Caribbean's largest supplier of wrought iron parts and accessories. We carry a wide selection of handcrafted decorative security steel doors, UPVC and aluminum windows, zinc RHS, gate tracks, hinges, razor spikes and welding equipment. Come see our stainless steel department where we cater for domestic and commercial use. Visit us today at Freeport and Aripita Avenue for your beautification and security needs. Don't wait until it's too late.
There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing. It's the last thing on our minds. So crime much if you really wanna stop crime.
Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is I.A.N. This is Crime Watch. I just had to do back everything because I had a technical glitch. You know, when you're running a live show and so many people locked on, things can really happen and things can really happen. And it's like you're hiring more engineers, you're hiring more IT persons, but nevertheless, we're running. All those of you who are locked on the line, especially good evening to you. And you heard when I said that I want to thank Diane and Joe for sending me this nice Robert Graham shirt. I love it. Really great people. Really great people. And also there was somebody else who sent me a nice shirt. Joanne, I believe, sent me a shirt. Yeah. Joanne and Rishi, I believe, but yeah. Yeah, something with the cards here. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, let's get down to business. And I mean, this is the show, ladies and gentlemen, and I believe that so many things going on in this country, so many things happening, and it's like you ask yourself, how come the opposition, how come people not having press conferences? I mean, we can't wait to hear it on Parliament. How many people, ask yourself, the man who's selling doubles, the man who going out there to vote, the normal people, they don't have time to watch Parliament at the Parliament channel, what the opposition should be doing, and those who really want to make sure their voices are being heard, start having press conferences, we want to see more meetings, start getting speakers who can come out and talk. Because nobody are talking, everybody just in the Senate, everybody in the Parliament, but who's watching? Nobody's watching. Nobody is watching, and you need to understand that. So that is why all we rely on, people rely on is what they read, what they hear in social media, and what I.A.N. say. But we want to know what's really going on because, look, recently I found out, I realized that the chairman, the man who in charge of the CARICOM here, ROWLEY, our Prime Minister, head of CARICOM, he going with a cup in hand and he begging for vaccine, for people to give him vaccine. He going by Biden administration. They're going to Congress and check Biden's administration, the new President of America, United States of America, President Joe Biden, And they will go to them and tell them, well, you know, we in the Caribbean need vaccine. Okay, I don't understand. Well, hear what? I'm not familiar with what Barbados, Guyana, all these islands, what they did with the money that was allocated. I can't say, but I can tell you one thing. In Trinidad, we squandered the money. We thieved the money. Government stole the money. They did all kind of things. They cannot account to the money. Until when they were caught with their hand in the jar, they said that the patients that was at Quora and hospital, it cost them $200,000. That is like staying in St. Clair or, what's the next one? We're sure $200, $200,000. But there are many people who haven't had a proper breakfast. I didn't get a proper breakfast. I have never taken a medication. I have never been on a ventilator. So where you spend $200,000 per patient, but they had to make it look like that. That is why I tell you, they are liars. That is why the even market vendor from Barbados, they didn't even have facilities, and people like market vendor in Barbados had to mash up the whole thing. He had to do that. But let me jump on it one time. Let me jump on, you know something, I had to jump on it one time. Just jump on it one time. You know, yesterday or day before I told you that the SCA results, and you see, these are things. It's not a matter we are attacking government, but these are things that are affecting the normal citizens. Some of you have money to take your child to maybe a private school. Some of you have money to see that wherever you want to go, but there are people who rely on their child intelligence. They know that their child is intelligent, he's bright, she is brilliant, and they know she can pass. You know, ladies and gentlemen, up to now, the last 200 students that wrote the SCA, they cannot come out with the figures. They cannot come out and say, well, this is how many, this is what your child did. No, nobody's saying they were going on. Publish it. Okay, they want to publish it. Let parents pay maybe a $2 for it or $10 just for the, you know, stationery. Okay, if you really want to make money, all right, charge parents and say, hey, we're going on $4 a sheet. If it's 2 sheets, how much it costs in $10, and you get a readout. That is all you pay for a readout. And parents will get that $10, like I want to see why my child was placed in a second or third choice. But then again, ladies and gentlemen, when I come up here and tell you, I know what I'm saying, because I can tell you something. I have nose to smell rat, you know. I can smell a rat from a distance, you know. And I'm talking about 4 foot and 2 foot. I know rat. I can smell a rat, and I tell you something. When I realize that the Minister of Education up to now can't come out with that, watch me, I smell a rat. I smell a rat. Lo and behold, you see, it is a corruption. It is corruption in the SCA. Your child will never be placed in the school that the child must go based on how she did or he did in the SCA. Because what this government wants to do is to place the minister's children, the minister's nephew, the financer's children, the children who come from wealthy and there's wealthy homes, and maybe they might be little spoiled brats, but they support government, and they will come out with that 30,000 and throw it in the party. And that is what they want to do. That is why, ladies and gentlemen, it's a racket all about it. A racket in the Ministry of Education. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, the son of Satmaraj, the son of the Satmaraj, the Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha General Secretary, Vijay Maharaj, this is a photograph of him, ladies and gentlemen. I totally agree with what he said. I totally agree with what he said, because let me tell you what went on. Let me tell you, by the time you're searching for everything there, let me tell you what went on. Let me tell you what the government did concerning the SCA. Let me tell you what they did now. Let me tell you. So that no results coming out to find out how your child did, if it's the first 200, to find out how your child did. All that is racketing running, making sure you're poor, you're rich, your child who all the times you couldn't go by your mother, you can't go in a mall, you can't go in a party, because you're staying home with your child every day. You buy the father take her to the mother go, the mother take her rest, she watching, she ain't no bright woman, but she making sure you do your work. I know parents who mightn't be that educated, mother and father, but they're staying with children, they're making sure they pay for lessons. The father doing what he had to do. But up to now, we can't get the results for 200, you know. Well, you know, to see what going on, what went on, the figures, the percent they got, that took them to the particular school that they're in currently. They have come out with that as yet. But I know that was a racket, but let me tell you the next racket now. The Senator Dharma Mahasabha, General Secretary Vijay Maharaj, said the denominational boards are upset over government disrespect over government's disrespectful move in not appointing any of its members to a committee further review and recommend changes to the secondary assessment and concordat. Now, the government appointed a group of people. They appointed a group of people now to say, whatever going on, let me watch over the SCA. Let me see what's going on with the SCA. Let's see what's going on with the concordat. The concordat was something signed in, it was signed, I believe, in 1969, I believe. Yeah. Between the, well, I had it here, hold on. It was an agreement. It was an agreement signed between John Donaldson, between the John Donaldson on behalf of the Cabinet of Trinidad and Tobago and the Roman Catholic, you know, denominational boards and whatnot. That is called the Concordat. That was signed. Some denominational schools, like the Presbyterian school, the Hindu community, the Catholic community. The colleges that you know, like the Presentation College, Saraswati, it was a Saraswati, Saraswati, Saraswati girls. And let me tell you something. On seriousness here, let me tell you something. It have racket. I tell you it's a racket. Let me tell you why. Because they appoint a board. With respect to, you know, for the SCA, and when you go to a school and see what's going on with the arrangement, with the denominational schools and whatnot, the agreement they had since 1960. So they appoint and they leave out people from the denominational schools. The board, the ministry stated yesterday, Cabinet has given approval for the establishment of a committee to review and recommend changes to the conduct of SCA and transition to secondary school, and the concordat. That was the arrangement they had in 1960 with the Ministry of Education, with John Donaldson and the Roman Catholic, the Archdiocese, the board schools. So now they set up a committee. Unknowing to these people and them, you know, unknowing to these people and them. Let me tell you something. Listen to this. You wouldn't believe this. Yeah, you would not believe this. The Senator Dharma Mahasabha are the third largest denominational school board in the country, and the Catholic, and the Catholic and the Presbyterians, we thought that our impact was necessary in both the SCA and the Concordat. So the government kicked them out. Listen to me, the government kicked them out. Maharaj said the denominational boards in the country own 340 primary schools and 44 colleges. You understand it today? So which means to say the Catholic board, the Presbyterian board, and the Hindu board, the Mahasabha board, they are all together, they have 44 colleges and 340 primary schools. But what the government did, ladies and gentlemen, what Gasby did, Nayan Gasby Dolly, what they did, she said, Cabinet put a team together and excluded these people. You excluded these people that have 340 schools, primary schools, and 44 colleges. You exclude them from any member of the denominational board being part of that committee. So which means to say, ladies and gentlemen, it just goes to show how they want to run racket with the SCA. They want to run racket with the school. They want to make sure to put children, their finances and their friend and their family, put them in schools these children who don't even study, who even go doing extra lessons and whatnot, like your child. That is what they want to do. So the bigger picture is, would my child, when he or she writes SCA in 2021, would they get a place based on the percent, or they will get kicked out because cabinet set up a group on the side? That is what they did. That is what they did. And you are not aware of it. Why I am dealing with these issues every day, ladies and gentlemen? These are the issues that affect you. These are the issues that affect the small man. These are the issues that affect the man selling double because he have a daughter writing SCA. The pump attendant might have a child writing SCA. He doing what he doing by pumping gas to make sure he get the booklets. It have good mothers and fathers. It have good single parents. But it is frightening. Because every creed and race does not have an equal place. And the bigger picture, ladies and gentlemen, why did the Ministry of Education, why did cabinet not appoint individuals from these denominational boards? They never picked anybody. You talking about they never pick anybody from the Sonata Dharma. They never pick anybody from the Catholic arena. They never pick anybody from the Presbyterian. Yet the denominational board schools and them, they have 340 primary school and 40 colleges. Yeah, so it is all to run a racket. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, I totally agree with Vishnu Maharaj. Well, they call him Vijay, they call him Vishnu. I know him. I totally agree with him. And if his father was wrong, let me tell you something. If Sat was wrong, they would have filled the Mugdar. The Mugdar, you know what's the Mugdar? Sat used to pick it up and he said, Rowley, watch me, you go feel the Mugdar, and you pick up the Mugdar and he put it so. You have to get them the Mugdar. You have to let them feel the Mugdar. I'm telling you. Let me tell you something. Saraswati girls. All right, well, relax all yourself. But let me tell you something. I have a list here. Ladies and gentlemen, and the people they pick. That the people they pick on the board, and they exclude everybody from the board school, the denominational schools. They exclude individuals from the Catholic community. They exclude individuals from the Presbyterian community and the Hindu community. They exclude. So they don't have no say. These are people they put that don't understand SCA. And look at how they list of the people on them. Put it up for me. They put Professor Jerome, Professor of Education Leadership in the School of Education. Harila Sicharan, former Chief Education. Ruby Allen, Vice President Quality Assurance. Bernardine Dick, Instructor. Joanne Spence, Behavior Change Consultant, Lecturer, Oxford graduate. Shira Carrington James. Lance Motley, President of the National Primary School Principal Association. Ben Lance Motley, hold on. But let me tell you something. How Lance get on this committee, because Lance Motley is no longer the president of the National Primary School Principal Association. That is NAPSA. How Lance Motley get on that? Boy, I tell you, this place is the greatest. Sonia Mahesh Prasad, president of the Association Principal and Assisted Secondary School, Tobago House of Assembly, THA, two representatives, National Parent Teacher Association, two representatives, Tobago Unified Teacher Association, Naima Hussein, Peter Smith. Way boy. But how, ladies and gentlemen, and you have to ask yourself that today. How, ladies and gentlemen, how? So that is why the SCA is racket. How? You have taken nobody. You have taken nobody. And that is what Vishnu Maharaj, the Sanatana Dharma Mahasabha General Secretary, is upset about. Because they are the third largest. They are the third largest denominational school board in the country, after the Catholic, after the Presbyterian, and they take nobody. So I'm just showing you how they take nobody from the, so you see how the race thing is. I wonder if you're really watching. You see what's going on in this country? But till sat was a wrong boy. Times like this I'm sat with a rock back on the chair and lift up the mugdar for them. Yeah. So I just want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, that is an issue I just wanted to bring to your attention today. That if your child, your nephew, your niece should write the SCA, I don't know. It makes no sense. Because you see this kind of racket running? That is racket. That is racket to put the friend, the family, the supporters, and certain people, children, first, and yours last. I just wanted to bring it to your attention. Thank you. Thank
Idris Marketing Limited, the Caribbean's largest supplier of wrought iron parts and accessories. We carry a wide selection of handcrafted decorative security steel doors, UPVC and aluminum windows, zinc RHS, gate tracks, hinges, razor spikes and welding equipment. Come see our stainless steel department where we cater for domestic and commercial use. Visit us today at Freeport and Aripita Avenue for your beautification and security needs. Don't wait until it's too late.
New Eyewear presents its luxury eyewear collection. Come and see some of the biggest brands in the eyewear industry. Versace, Nike, Nine West, Coach, Michael Kors, Ray-Ban and much more. Get great specials and promos every day. Pre-selected frame with special brand purchases. Get digital customized lenses with nano film anti-glare coatings and transition lenses. Situated at 91D Montrose Main Road, Chaguanas. Call 672-5052 or 390-3196. Conditions apply.
Stop sifting through classified ads. Andrews Property Management provides luxury living at an affordable price. Enjoy an independent lifestyle or make it a home away from home. We have 3 locations to choose from. Call us now at 305-5930.
I.A.N Network is proud to launch I.A.N Security Systems, advanced home security with additional cloud storage. Call us at 469-4522 for a free site visit. Beat the heat at Kinko Limited Auto AC Parts and Services. Our techs have years of experience keeping you cool and comfortable. Exceptional prices, quality work and outstanding services. Call, WhatsApp or come in today and take advantage of our many specials.
Leisure Limited, the Caribbean's largest manufacturers of plain and printed paper bags, leaders in plastic bags, vermicelli, split piece powder and greaseproof paper, ideal for doubles, french fries and sandwiches. Supplying stores nationwide. For quality products, trust Leisure Limited, 665-3336.
Hangers Extreme is back, now serving lunch and mocktails for dine-in and pickup. Opening hours Monday to Friday 12 noon to 10 p.m. Sundays 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Full menu available. All COVID-19 protocols observed.
Do you know just how important tires are in getting the maximum performance from your car? Dunlop, a leading manufacturer of ultra-high performance tires, carefully designed grooves and blocks for more rubber-to-road contact.
Custom canopies
Searching for the ultimate healthy snack? Look no further than O-Snack's natural almonds. Loaded with fiber, protein, and magnesium, they're an excellent source of heart-healthy, energy-boosting, powerful nutrition. Our almonds are the perfect addition to a wholesome breakfast. They're a great way to snack, at home or on the go, and they suit your fitness goals. Crunchy, delicious, and most importantly, guilt-free. What's not to love? O-Snack's natural almonds, a healthier choice.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what opposition, this is what people should be on the heels of. The government, this is what you're supposed to be talking in Parliament, in the Senate. These are the issues. If you can't talk it inside, come on in the pavement and talk. Because they are, I mean, like somebody tell me, Harry, last teacher and former chief education officer, somebody now telling me he resigned, he retired a long time. But you're seeing the SCN Concordat Review Committee established. But you're not seeing anybody from the Presbyterian Board. You're not seeing anybody from the Roman Catholic. You're not seeing anybody from the Mahasabha. What is this? You're seeing these people here, but president of the Association of Principals and Assistant Secondary School, all kind of director of school of supervision, but you're not seeing anybody from the board schools. You're not seeing anybody. So that is a racket. So it just goes to show your child will not have a fair chance. Will not have a fair chance. This is what you're supposed to be highlighting. You know, I wanted to bring something to your attention really, really fast. Imagine we went through a case with Andrea Barrett, and that brought the entire nation was outraged. And as a result of that, this brought international attention. All different newspapers out there started to highlight about women missing, this one missing, that one missing, this one missing. But lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, I saw something, and the Commissioner of Police said something. And you know, it's only 44 women still missing from 2020. And as he said, it's not a matter just one. It's not a matter, when one go missing, you shut down the place. Because he said, ladies and gentlemen, Griffith stated 771 people reported missing in 2020, 432 of whom were women. However, by the year end, 667 of those have been found and accounted for. This left us with 104 accounted for, of which 44 were women. But just to let you know, it have approximately 104 persons in Trinidad and Tobago unaccounted for. We can't find. We cannot find. And 44, they are women. And so the perception that there are 432 women still missing in the country in 2020, that is inaccurate. He said it is just 44. So we have 104 persons missing. But an article like that, and statistics and data coming out like that, I just showing how they are newspaper. You ask yourself, what already plain? Newspaper is supposed to come out and give you, make sure the citizens understand and they know what's going on. They are well informed. I look at an article like that and I look where they place that article. That article was placed in page 5 in a little piece. This is the little piece they put on the newspaper. Look at it. This little piece of article I have in my hand here, this is what the Express put. An article like that, giving statistics like that, giving information so sensitive and so crucial that everybody wants to know what's going on with respect to missing persons, How many people found? How many people still not accounted for? It is on page 5 in a little 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, 5 inch, 6 inch, 7 inch, 8, 9, 10, a little 12 inch by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About a little 12 by 6. A little article on page 5. So you see what's going on? You see? You see? You see what's going on? So we have 44 people, women missing. We have 104 unaccounted for. Among the 104, it is 44. Yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, and this is a wake-up call for you, all those people who leave the banks, who leave the bank and going home and collect your money. It's a businessman I know in Gulfview. 80,000. He drive like they went and collect the money and now going back to drop the money. You know, a bandit follow the man. Follow the man. But you should see how that man jump that gate. So I'm just showing you, you need to be very careful. When you go to the nation's bank all over, wherever you bank, you need to be alert. You need to watch around. Sometimes when you drive out, you need to see, drive around the road and just, you know, because I saw it at a tile company where a day a man came from the bank, but he didn't want to take out nothing, he just took out documents, statements and whatnot, and they mashed up the glass and they took it. And this is what happened yesterday, and it's frightening. Look at the video in Gulfview. Look at it, the car reach. Watch the man coming out. Normal. Watch how he rushing, watch. The car reach. The man collect the money. You saw the part when the man collect the money? Or we start the video late? Watch. Watch it. Normal. Watch. What is the number of the car? PCN 4106. It look like an M or an N. An N. 4106. Do you have any information about watch that now? Watch normal. The man try to bounce him. Watch images. Open up the lines really fast. I call a good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. 6714062. You need to be real careful. Play over the video for me. Look at the guy running. Enlarging that images, that image of this guy, let me see it. Watch him. He came out of that car. Watch him. Anybody know this guy? He left by your house yesterday with our outfit. He was by your parlor. He went to buy bread. He went to buy weed. You see him up in San Fernando. You see him around the bank. Watch how we had the man with the money in the hand, 40 by 40. $80,000 and a normal, you know. Boy, yeah, what going on? You jump over the wrong gate, boy. Watch me. You're not getting burning. Watch me. Blast you, you know. Blast you. Play the video again from the start. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Mr. Allen, he should have break his neck when he jumped that fencing.
Watch, the man come to give the boss the envelope. Watch. Look at the man. Look at desperation. Look at, but let me tell you something. They good. But you shall go with that. Watch me. Could you play this video from the start? I want to see it from the start. Thank you. Why this video was not played from the start? Watch. He come out. The owner of the company come out. Watch. Cameras again, boy. Cameras again. That's why we starting. The cameras, as I told you, we have cameras. But our technicians on sick leave with respect to that. But we'll do site visits from next week. Watch. Normal. Watch. Watch how that man just come in and watch now. Jump over the gate. Give me your money. Give me the money. Chop out the hand, boy. Hit him some hardwood in the back of here or something. Look here on the man premises and watch. The man pelted with the bag. Watch the car they're moving with. Anybody have information about that car? Let me know one time. Let me know one time. I think they didn't plan. They didn't plan. Apparently they got kept back in traffic. The plan was, as that van reached that point, take him one time. They didn't plan for that money to jump over. They didn't plan for the bag to hand over. And this is frightening. I call her good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's happening?
I'm calling about the first topic you was talking about the SEA. Because my son did SEA last year. And Ian, my son was a late 80s, early 90s student in his school. And honestly, I was dissatisfied with the school my son was class 4. And he went to one of those...
Normal schools. Normal
no,
schools.
Well, he went to Hindu school. He went to Hindu school.
But nothing wrong with a Hindu school, you know?
No, what I'm saying is that the results that we get back from the SEA, that results, no way, no how. My son was very depressed of the results that we got back for the SEA. I did a review and all of that over for him. And when it come back, it just come back with a 3 marks difference.
Let me tell you something. They don't want to come out since, you know how long they're asking the ministry. They're asking the ministry to come out and show, give us the 2020 results for the first 200. The first 200, they don't want to do that. They're begging, they don't want to do that. And let me tell you what the ministry did. Now they come now and they set up a SC and Concordant Review Committee established, but it have nobody from the Sanata Dharma, it have nobody from the Catholic board, the Roman Catholic, and it have nobody from the Presbyterian. So the Presbyterian school, the Roman Catholic school, and the Hindu schools and them, they have no representative on the committee. None. Look at here, it have none. So it is all for them to cut the cord. So make sure that even though your child study and you go maybe by my good friend in Charlieville, years ago, I used to go by this guy, but he died now, God rest his soul in peace, Putas. Now if you go by Putas to do SCA common entrance, and you pass, well your head really hard enough. So he's a Putas for child. And as I told somebody, I had no problem enough. I went to a Hindu school, I went to Montrose Village. That it had Miss P and everybody, and Choya, teacher Choya was my, and then it had Ram Syrup on the stage, it have Bechan. Who that again, boy? All them nice teachers and them. And they remember me, you know, they remember me. So we used to sing Master Toma and thing and put up we hand, and then we had Howan and thing. It was a nice vibes. It was that's the school I went, I'm proud. And I tell everybody, I am a student, a past student of Montrose Village School. You understand? But it's frightening what's going on here, and you've seen it. Because they wouldn't imagine that I will come and give them a run like this and expose it, and this is what, that's why I tell you, you know, not everything has to be said in Parliament, you know. Those who are fighting for government, to go back into government, this is what you should be talking about. Talk about issues that affect these citizens on a daily basis. How do I have possession of these things? Because I have researchers. I have persons here. So parents are frightened. They are frightened, they are frightened, they are frightened, ladies and gentlemen. But back to that video, you need to be careful when you leave the bank. You need to be very careful. Open up the lines. Let me take a one call. Hi caller, good evening, you're live on Crime Watch. Hi caller, good evening, you're live on Crime Watch. And just to let you know also, that 1,260 cops will get the COVID-19 vaccine doses. 1,000, and Gary Griffith said he will be the first when it comes. I tell you, Daima boy, he said he's going to be the first. He said he's going to support the people and everything. My friend, this is when we collect, lead by example. This is when he and I collected our doctorate and whatnot. You know, we got a doctorate and linked up with the UN and whatnot. You see a boy there. 2 of us alone in the whole Trinidad Tobago got that. Huh? That's a lie, you know. And let me tell you who are the officers will be getting it. Emergency Response Patrol, Guard and Emergency Branch, Multi-Operational Police Squad, and the Interagency Task Force, and the Special Operations Response Team and Task Force from 9 police divisions will be getting the vaccine. That will be 1,260 for the frontline people now. And he said he will be the first to go with his men. Unlike your partner D.L. Singh and Laya Rowley. And I have a big issue. When I tell you, But I have it big. You see how the head of CARICOM, Keith Rowley, going out with cap in hand and begging and telling them, asking if all they want to give us a gift to CARICOM. I don't know about CARICOM. I know about Trinidad and Tobago. What have you done with the money? What have you done with the money? I'm going to take a fast break. When we come back, we'll continue.
Mahalakshmi Astrology Center, top of High Street, San Fernando, presents Pandit Abhinav, expert in solving all your problems. Love, marriage, relationships, job, health, finances, spiritual problems, addiction and anything else. Get rid of all black magic, voodoo, OBEAH, evil spirits, jealousy and negativity. Expert in bringing back your loved ones within days. Get permanent solutions for all your problems. Satisfaction guaranteed. Call 391-1133. I repeat, 391-1133.
Save money at Neil Pool. Service any unit starting at $175. Comfort Air units for only $2,050. Or get a Lennox unit for only $2,700. Massive sale now on. Call to book your appointment today.
Come on down to Adams Optical, where we offer free comprehensive eye exams with free frames and a 3-month payment plan with no interest. We have a wide selection of frames and shades for everyone, and we also specialize in contact lens examination. We are located at RRM Plaza on High Street, San Fernando and 91 Montrose Main Road, Chaguanas. Find us on Facebook or visit us in store. Adams Optical.
Get store-wide savings at RS Save With Us Supermarket. Fill your cart with food items, dry goods, household and cleaning supplies, and much more. Our shelves are always fully stocked, located at 141 Union Road, Marabella. Visit us today. RDK Welding and Fabricating is the best choice for doors, windows, handrails and much more. Any intricate design, the highest grade material at an affordable price. 20% discount on any purchase from our mobile display unit. Visit us in Chaguanas at the Diwali Nagar site or 198 SS Erin Road or speak to our sales rep. RDK Welding and Fabricating Limited, the king in fabricating. Bolts Imports and Distributions Limited brings you shockingly low prices and a wide range of handsets. J2 $499, A11 $1299, A21S $1599, A31 from $1949, A71 $29.99, Crip K7 $549. Get tablets from as low as $13.99. Visit our store at Upper Level Center City Mall, Chaguanas, or call 480-6666. We carry a variety of all major brands to suit every need.
The Wellness Center introduces the Superfricator. It instantly removes skin growths and irregularities like skin tags, age spots, ring flesh and spots from the face and body. Using non-surgical procedures, the Wellness Center can instantly lift the face, bust, arms and legs, treat psoriasis and dermatitis, remove puffy dark eye circles, double chin, wrinkles and even restore bold, thinning hair. Call Mrs. Bagan, a qualified medical esthetician with over 30 years of experience for a microscopic consultation. Call 673-7418.
Get your hand sanitizers at Crime Watch Studios. Hand sanitizers are vital, ideal for cars, homes, schools, office and more. Get a gallon for $230, 1.2 liters for $85. Walk-in purchases available. You can find us on Waze or call 225-3250 or our hotline numbers. Your health is your priority.
People calling about that SCA thing, but everybody calling. Have some people to call. People come out to talk. That SCA thing, you see? These are the things, boy, that you have to let the public know, everybody know what's going on. Go on, have a little show, go on the pavement talk, all kind of thing. But everybody just want to put on nice suit and nice tie, pull up with a big van by Parliament and talk. Nobody listening to them. Come out in the road. You have to come out in the road. Now is the time to come out in the road. Come out of your shell. Come out of your comfort zone. Come out of your comfort zone and hit the streets. You have to hit the streets. As my good friend Ganga Singh used to tell me, you have to touch flesh. Ganga Singh said, touch flesh. Go out and greet people. Touch them. Touch them. Ganga Singh always tell me that. He said, touch flesh, Ian, touch flesh. Come out and talk to people. Touch them, touch them. Just it touch. Look out tonight, you know about that. You didn't know about that before? Boy. Let me tell you what's going on really, really fast. Let me tell you what's going on. I want to hit you the CARICOM thing, and I want to hit you to that. But on a Friday to get that, boy, a Trinidadian man was shot and killed in St. Lucia on Thursday. He's been identified as Damian Harris, originally from Trinidad, was gunned down at Grass Street. Around 7 p.m., investigators found the victim with multiple... Do we have a picture of him? Yeah. Law enforcement officials say so far for the year, there are 7 murders. What is this? That is the man? Hold on, let me just see. I don't know, boy. They say you have some relation to Benjai. I don't know. I can't say. Also, an Enterprise man, ladies and gentlemen, is dead after a shootout with police this morning. Joshua Christopher, a.k.a. Shorto of Postman Drive in Crouches, was shot and killed during a confrontation with police on Friday 26th. According to reports, about 5:10, officers of the Central Division, Intelligence Unit and Task Force Area North went to a house at Postman Drive and managed to execute a search warrant. Apparently there was an exchange of gunfire, which... Watch. This is the area here. I think we had spoken to somebody. Okay, so just to let you know, there was a shootout. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a prison officer narrowly escaped with his life when gunmen opened fire on him on a remand Wednesday. Oh, good! The officer who was attached to maximum prison in Aruka told police he was visiting a woman known to him along Pinto Road on Wednesday night. As he exited the vehicle, he saw someone to his right. There was a swift movement that caused him to be concerned. He then heard an explosion. The officer ran alongside the house, drew his licensed firearm and returned fire in the direction of the threat. No one was injured, however, there were bullet holes on the right of his vehicle. He gone by some woman. Ting, ting, ting. Gunman. You see how people, you see, it just goes to show. It just goes to show how people marking you. They're marking you now. You think, watch me, they mark that man to get that money, do jump over the fence. They mark the prison officer. They mark him. Also, two men. Listen, man, I don't know if you all can help me with this, yeah? 2 men who appeared to be scrap iron dealers were caught on camera stealing spare parts in the Londonville area on Thursday. The footage showed the men loading the parts into a white Kia truck with registration plate TBZ 9102. Watch them. They have no permission to go there. Watch them. Go on it. Went in the people yard and taking things and packing it like them own the place. Them going in the people yard. So you don't know how much rims. You know people I know lose rims and good engine. This is larceny. I asked the owner of the house to go make a report. Look at these people and them have no permission to take up the boy parts. Taking up the man parts inside. Do I have a video from inside? Craziness, boy. There is somebody property, you know. And there is good parts, you know. And these people and them just saw that this is somebody property in front of their house. And the back of the back part to the other street. and pick up all the people parts and ask no question, you know. Thank God they have cameras, so if you see them, let them know police looking for them. Let them know they had no permission to take up the items and we're going to put them on blast. Because you don't know if these people going around just picking up things from your yard. And there's somebody tell me they had some rims, $4,000 rims by the house and by the door. Scrap iron man just come and pick it up and he go on with it. And when they ask him, he say he never pick it up. This is madness, boy. This is the lawlessness that we face every day. This is the lawlessness. Also, a Sandy Grande man, ladies and gentlemen, was remanded in custody after he appeared virtually before a magistrate at Sandy Grande Magistrate Court to answer to 6 charges on Thursday. Joshua Roberts, a.k.a. Jaffa of Jacob Court, Northeastern Settlement, was arrested for shooting after investigations were conducted by Inspector Calendar, Sergeant Harper, and Corporal Guy. On Monday, the 22nd of February, officers of Sandy Grande CID responded to a report of loud explosion at Northeastern Settlement. Sandy Grande, on arrival, the officers were told that someone was shot and taken to hospital. The officers proceeded to the hospital where they interviewed a victim, a 33-year-old man who identified as Kevin of Buttercup Avenue, Northeastern Settlement, who was suffering from gunshot injuries. So this man, during the interview with the officer, he said that around 10 p.m. he was walking along Jacob Court Avenue when he was confronted by a man he knows who pointed a gun at him. So just to let you know, a Sandy Grande man has been remanded in custody. Just to let you know that. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a 16-year-old Claxton Bay boy has been charged with manslaughter in the death of fellow teenager Tamika Griffith. 16-year-old Griffith was shot in the head at an apartment along Suku Trace on February 9th and died while undergoing treatment at the hospital. Remember, the accused was arrested and interviewed on the same day. However, he was then released pending further investigation. Remember, initially they said that somebody was playing with a gun and whatnot. So just to let you know, a 16-year-old boy now has been charged with manslaughter. Also, 4 suspects were arrested. 2 firearms and ammunition and quantity of marijuana was seized during an anti-crime exercise conducted by members of the Port of Spain Task Force. This is what they got. And there was, just to let you know, there is a guy who lost a wallet. In fact, a wallet was found. Apparently, he was from St. James Taxi to Diego Martin. And his wallet was found with this ID. Let him know, I know who has his wallet. All right, a Spanish guy. Okay, containing the money and whatnot. Right, this is the guy here. Luis Miguel Venezuela. If you know him, somebody has his wallet with every item in it, with all the money and whatnot. All right, so if you know this guy, he can get in contact with me on 294-40. In fact, I'm enlarging the image now. This is the guy here. Perez Vena, Luis Miguel, blah, blah, blah. So if you know him, let him get in contact with us. We're going to take a fast break. When we come back, we'll continue.
Marketing Company Limited and view our large stock of ready-made wrought iron designs. Visit us at 44 Montrose Main Road, Chiconas, or call 235-4283 Gate or 235-4766 Iron.
Meet the world's first apple cider vinegar gummy, the Goalie Gummy. Apple cider vinegar has many benefits. Strengthens your immune system, helps manage weight, supports healthy digestion, enhances energy, helps your body detoxify, and more. Vegan, gluten-free, non-GMO, organic. Finally, a delicious way to get all the benefits of apple cider vinegar.
Goalie, exclusively distributed by Civic Distributors. Available at all leading pharmacies nationwide.
Organifi Green is the #1 gently dried superfood. Increase mental capacity and reduce stress with ashwagandha, the major ingredient in the superfood blend. Feel relaxed and reduce stress with a solid dose of antioxidants in the alkaline greens blend. Available at pharmacies nationwide or contact Radiant Health and Fitness, the sole distributor for Organifi in TNT today. Rhodes Imports and Distributions Limited brings you shockingly low prices in a wide range of handsets. J2 $499, A11 $1299, A21s $1599, A31 from $1949, A71 $29.99, Crib K7 $549. Get tablets from as low as $13.99. Visit our store at Upper Level Center City Mall, Chaguanas, or call 480-6666. We carry a variety of all major brands to suit every need.
Right, we are back. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you are aware that there are Venezuelans stranded here. They are approximately... They got what? They got a plane to go home today. But let me tell you something. At 6 p.m. today. But let me tell you what apparently, they were using an airline, for a state airline, Conviasa, and the Conviasa plane was coming to Trinidad to pick up 96 people, 83 adults and 13 children. But not knowing, and I think the embassy now, when they contacted the embassy was aware, and they said, in fact, Trinidad, the Ministry of National Security, they know fully well that that plane was under U.S. sanction. That is why that plane couldn't land in Trinidad. But I will tell you what something that really blew me off the top. Do you know, ladies and gentlemen, these people in Trinidad who wanted to go back to Venezuela, you know who paid for the you know who paid for the flight? The Venezuelan government foot the bill to bring back their own people. That is what I wanted to tell you today. The Venezuelan government foot the bill to bring back the people from Trinidad. All they had to do was to pay the tax coming out, pay for the PCR test and whatnot, but they buy the ticket for the people. Maduro buy the ticket for the people to go back to Venezuela. How many people, ladies and gentlemen, stranded in America and we have to beg like dog? Let's imagine that. So let's imagine. How much y'all hate Maduro? Well, I look at him different today. Ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, the official stress that the flight was free as the cost was being covered by the Venezuelan government. So the Venezuelan government found money. They don't have food. They don't have nothing to eat. Things hard in Venezuela. Them find money to bring back 83 normal people. But today, ladies and gentlemen, they got a flight. They couldn't use the Conviasa. They couldn't use that airline because that airline from Venezuela is under U.S. sanction. So they come back now. So today they got a flight, bam, 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 and they gone. Who pay for it? Who pay for it? You think Stuart Young and Rowley care about all you? You see, this is what all you're supposed to know. And that is what all you don't know. That is what all you don't know. All you don't know right now, it's a serious thing in Chatham, see, just people grabbing land. And they're getting support from certain government agencies to do that. They're just grabbing land in Chatham and Cedars. They're grabbing land. And also what you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, they have a serious lotus problem, a grasshopper problem. Locusts. They have a serious locust problem in Maruga. Hold on. Maruga, going to Maruga, Chatham and all about. Yeah. And do you know, ladies, and this has been going on for a little 2 weeks. It's a serious thing in Maruga, yeah? It's a serious thing. But, yeah, watch it. But the officials now, they call it a scientist who study insect. He said that how? He going next week. The ministry going next week. 2 weeks now. That going on. But watch it. They're so busy. They're going next week. Then it have a yellow fever thing going down south. But with the monkeys and the monkeys dying. Right? You might bounce up politicians too because monkeys. And you know what we're going on? Remember they're bringing contraband stuff from Venezuela too. Monkeys and all kind of thing. And that eventually will affect the farmers. And you telling me, Rambarat now, he come out and say nothing about that? He care about farmers? Pay attention to Crime Watch. Pay attention to what is going on in this country. I am bringing it to your attention, ladies and gentlemen. I'm out of time. I know I want to tell everybody CARICOM thing, but I run out of time. WhatsApp me on 294-4081. To all my avid viewers and advertisers, a special good evening to you. Those of you who want to get your product on Crime Watch, WhatsApp me. The numbers to advertise, call them. Call them. I saw a new company, Andrews Property Management. They have 3 locations to choose. Lawrence Wong Road, Bagna Trace, Siobhan Trace, Lowlands, Tobago. They have apartments. So you can watch the ad if you're looking for a good apartment and book it. You have AG's Marketing back, RS Save It, a supermarket, King Cool. A lot of advertisers. And remember, over the weekend, it will run again. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of time. This is Ian Allen. Good night.
Yo, there's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We're gonna hunt you down. We're gonna hunt you down. We're gonna